What's up people, it's TheBrutalbrit here, aka Matthew Robbo, and today I'm doing a NBA 2K what I think and my thoughts on. This episode is going to be my thoughts on Los Angeles Lakers this year, and this is just some gameplay in the background that I'm going to be just live commenting, but it's really about the commentary in these series. I'm going to be doing quite a few of them on like in real life situations. So yeah, let's get straight into it. The big thing this year is obviously Dwight Howard's finally moved out of Orlando and he decided to go to Los Angeles Lakers. So it looked like it was going to be a full-on dream team. Also, all-star guy Steve Nash decided to join the Lakers as well in free agency. And there's Batty hitting free, but yeah. It looked like it was going to be a full-on all-star team. It was going to be fantastic to watch. And everyone thought they were going to really dominate. Well, they've not. They've full-on struggled this year to win games. And there's a start where it's like, with Kobe dropping over 30, they're 2-11 or something. And it's a really bad start. It's quite ironic, really. If Kobe doesn't score, he'll get blamed for not scoring. If he scores and the Leeds gets blamed for shooting too much, but if he doesn't score enough, he gets blamed for not taking over the game enough. It's the worst of both worlds, really. It's a nightmare situation. It's not just an instant fit like it was with him and Shaq. It's gonna take I don't think it'll take that long of a time. I thought they would have clicked a lot faster than they have done. Even the Heat had clicked by this point when they joined each other. Dwight, he's not been that big of that all-star player. He's still being all-star player worthy. He'll still make the all-star team. Maybe some people might say some other centers are more deserving, but he'll make the all-star team. Oh, that was nasty. But yeah, you can say injuries. Steve Nash has been injured for a long time. Pau Gasol's still out injured, so they're lacking two other players part of this team. But they've won the last two games. I'm recording this after the victory against the Sixers, and I actually watched that game. I watch a lot of NBA. Even though I'm in Britain, I watch a lot of NBA. I have the NBA League Pass, which lets me watch any game I want. I'm going to be doing a video soon on the New Orleans Hornets state. And that's going to be a long video because I've got a lot to talk about. Being a massive Hornets fan, I know a lot about the Hornets and what's going on, but this is about the Lakers, this video. So really, what's going on? What have they got to change? What I think is going to happen? Well, I'm going to talk about one other issue that a lot of people thought they had. Everyone thought it was the coach. Everyone thought it was Mike Brown. They fired Mike Brown. No, it still isn't. Did they fire D'Antoni? So that was quite. It's really not looking well, really, at the minute for the Lakers, and they're not even in the playoff picture at the minute. They'll make the playoffs. If I would still rather bet on someone who's third in the West. Who's third? I can't remember, but I'd rather bet on a team like Memphis or someone who wouldn't be in the playoffs rather than the Lakers. I just can't see it happening. Kobe will take over. I want to say Kobe will take over too many games for them to not do it, but he's dropped 40 and 50, and I don't think he's had a 50-point game this season. But he's had multiple 40-point games and they've still lost. Oh, got a sickly big hiccup them, but they've been playing not bad sometimes. The only thing I feel like they've had the issue with, and it is their actual issue in my opinion, is the bench. They've won the last two games because the bench have been playing well. Jody Meeks came off the bench. I don't know if he's starting or come off the bench in that game. He dropped 24 points. And that's what they needed, because the starters would score 80 points and they'd only get like 90 points because between their entire bench they could get like 10 points. That in my opinion is their issue, the bench production. So that's the thing that they've got to change, in my opinion. A lot of people are saying injuries. You could say injuries, but I feel like Dwight and Kobe should really be winning games just on their own. You say they've not got bench production, just don't play the bench, I guess. Well, you don't have to play them that many minutes. Or they could just do probably the logical thing which Miami do quite a lot most of the time in the games. They'll leave either Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, or LeBron on. So you either leave, in my opinion, one of the big four when they're all healthy, or you at least leave Kobe or Dwight on at once. It makes a lot of sense. You just leave one of them on to do the majority of the scoring. They're not going to score every time down, but they're still going to score the majority of the time. And there's some interesting comments that have been made by Dwight Howard the other night. Dwight Howard said he's not the only one who can play defense in this team. And he kept saying, why am I the only one playing defense? Well, if you actually look at the old Orlando team, he was pretty much their defense. They did just have a few decent defensive players coming off the bench. And yes, I know I'm maybe using Kobe in my gameplay. But you do think it's kind of weird that he's now bringing it up. I also have to see a lot of their issues, really, and they're starting to look at the fixing them, is the spacing. Their spacing has been horrible. And the Lakers usually, they have a few ISO plays to Kobe, then you should probably go to some ISOs for like Dwight or someone. Then they're a very isolated team, and that's not just because of Kobe. They did ISO Pau Gasol. They're a very ISO team. I think the reason they brought Steve Nash in was to get rid of that, away from the ISO style. But they've not been running ISOs, and it's been killing them. Because they've been playing a lot of people near Dwight, which means a lot more rebounders to try and box out. They've been playing it's really been... I know there's going to be an issue with them trying to get the team to gel and... Oh, no, I thought Dwight was going to dunk on LeBron. But it's going to take time for them to gel, but I think the problem that they've had that the big three haven't had is really just trying to get the plays, because they didn't really have those plays that could have been brought in. The Los Angeles Lakers playbook didn't fit Dwight or Nash, so the two, they'll make the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs of pure talent, but in my opinion, it's going to be a long season for the Lakers. And I really can't see it working out in general. I don't think they'll have a playoff run. I think they'll get knocked out by OKC. Unless Dwight can go off in that series. Because Kobe, I don't think Kobe can lead them to that. I keep turning it over. But yeah, this is TheBrutalbrit checking out. My final conclusion. I'm going to leave 3 points. They need a better bench. They need to get probably better plays, and you've just got to wait it out. If you're Lakers fans, you're gonna have to wait it out. It's gonna be a tough period. It's gonna be a really difficult period, but it's gonna become better. TheBrutalbrit checking out. Kobe. That's what I'm saying. Check it out. Peace.